Shri Gurubhyo Namaha students, welcome to online class. Today I am going to discuss what is local maxima and local minimum. Then how to find local maximum value and local minimum value. Right? Already we discussed in exercise 6.2 strictly increasing, decreasing, strictly increasing, decreasing, increasing, decreasing. First step, what you want to do, you have to differentiate. Then the next exercise we discuss how to find the slope of the tangent, normal, equation of the tangent, equation of the normal. There also what we did the first step, the differentiate. First step we want to differentiate the given equation. The same procedure we are going to follow here also. First step, what you want to do? You have to differentiate the given equation, right? See, find the local maxima and local minima if any of the following function. Find also local maximum and local minimum value, right? First you should find out whether it is local maxima or minima. Then you should find out the value of local maximum and local minimum. First step, you have to listen carefully, children, right? First step, you want to do the differentiation, right? Now, solution f of x equal to x square, right? Differentiation means you can write f dash of x, right? F dash of x equal to 2x. First step, what you did? You did the differentiation with respect to x, right? Now, you have to equate the first order derivative to 0. Second step, what? You have to equate the derivative first order, right? This one we call it as first order derivative. Equate the first order derivative to 0. For second step, equate first order derivative to 0. First order derivative to 0, right? Step by step, I will move in the first question. Afterwards, I will say continuously, right? Then what is your first order derivative? 2x, right? 2x equal to 0, which implies x is equal to 0. X is equal to 0. This one we call it as critical point. X is equal to 0 is a critical point. Critical, CRITICAL, critical point. First step, you did the differentiation. Second step, you are equating the first order derivative to 0. You arrive the value of x. That we call it as critical point. The third step, you want to do the differentiation again, right? F double dash of x. F double dash of x, what it is? 2, right? First step, you are differentiating the given function, you arrive to x. Second step, you are equating with 0, you get it as x is equal to 0 is the critical point. Then you should find out the second order derivative. Then you go and substitute the x value in the second order derivative if x is there, right? If x is there, you have to substitute the x value in the second order derivative. The second order derivative only will decide the given function is local maxima or local minima. Here your second order derivative is 2. There is no x. So at x is equal to 0, the second order derivative is greater than 0, right? At x is equal to 0, the second order derivative is greater than 0. How I said the second order derivative is greater than 0? Because the second order derivative equal to 2. 2 is a positive number. That's why I said it is greater than 0. Here there is no x. You don't want to substitute. But the procedure is you want to substitute if x is exists. If the second order derivative is greater than 0, the function is what? The point is local maximum, right? If the second order derivative is greater than 0, what is your conclusion? The second order derivative is greater than 0. What is your conclusion? The point is local. The point is local minimum, right? If the derivative is greater than 0, the point is local minimum. The point is x is equal to 0 is a x is equal to 0 is a point of local minimum, right? Local minimum. Local minima. You write minima also, no problem, right? What I did the first step, I did the differentiation. The second step, I equate with 0. I arrived the solution of x. That we call it as critical point. Then I will pass on to the second order derivative of the given function. The second order derivative I arrived to. There is no x. I don't want to substitute. Then the second order derivative is greater than 0 means the x is equal to 0 is a point of local minimum. Second order derivative is greater than 0, local minimum. Second order derivative less than 0, local maximum, right? Now we want to find local minimum value. They are asking, no? Local minimum value. How to find local minimum value? You have to substitute the x value in the given function, right? Substitute to find local minimum value, because you arrived local minimum, no? Local minimum value. Substitute x is equal to 0 in f of x equal to x square. F of x equal to x square. Then what is your value? F of 0 is equal to 0. What is your local minimum value? 0, right? Therefore, the local minimum value is 0. Local minimum value is 0. Again, I repeat, children, you have to listen carefully. Local maxima, minima. Whatever it is I said, the first step you want to differentiate the given function. Second step, you are equating the derivative to 0. You arrive one solution of x. Sometime 1 or 2 also you can get. That we call it as critical point. Then we pass on to the second order derivative. The second order derivative you arrived to, that is greater than 0. If the derivative is greater than 0, the point we call it as local minimum, right? The point we call it as local minimum. Local minimum. Then you want to find local minimum value. If you want to find local minimum value, that x value you have to substitute in the given function. Where you want to substitute? You have to substitute in the given function. That you keep it in your mind, children, right? Now I am going to move to the second subdivision, right? What is the second subdivision you see? Second subdivision is second subdivision. F of x equal to what? F of x equal to x cube minus 3x, right? X cube minus 3x. First step, what do you want to do? Solution. F of x equal to anyone? You have to say, children. Yeah, very good. F dash of x equal to 3x square minus 3. Here also you are applying the derivative of x power n, right? Now, the next step what I told you, you have to equate with 0. Which one you have to equate with 0? The first order derivative, right? Equate f dash of x equal to 0. First step you want to differentiate. Second step you want to equate the derivative to 0. What you can get, you see. 3x square minus 3 equal to 0. Here it is a multiple of 3. So you can divide by 3. What you can get? X square minus 1 equal to 0. Right? Divide by 3. You get it as x square minus 1 equal to 0. X square equal to 1. When you arrive x square equal to 1, what is the value of x? How to find? You have to take a square root. Whenever you are taking square root, you have to use what symbol? Yeah, very good. X is equal to plus or minus 1. Is a critical point. Or x is equal to plus or minus. No, two things are there. You have to say it in a plural. Or critical point. X is equal to plus or minus 1 are called or critical points. You write like that. That is enough. Whether did you understand, children? First step differentiation. Second step you have to equate with 0. Third step you want to do the differentiation again. Right? F dash of x is what? 3x square minus 3. You have to differentiate again. F double dash, second order derivative, 6x, right? Because 3 is constant, when you differentiate it acts as 0. Now, at x is equal to 1, f double dash of x equal to 6x, f double dash of 1, x should be replaced by 1. F double dash of 1 equal to 6. That is greater than 0. F double dash is greater than 0. What is your conclusion? F double dash of x is greater than 0 means what is the conclusion I said? Yeah, the function is, that point is local minimum. Right? The point is local minimum. The point x is equal to 1 is local minimum, right? Greater than 0 means local minima, right? You want to find the local minimum value. No, once if you said local minimum means you can arrive only local minimum value only. Local minimum value means how to find? You have to substitute the x value in the given function, right? Substitute x is equal to 1 in f of x equal to x cube minus 3x. F of 1 equal to 1 cube minus 3 into 1, which is equal to 1 minus 3 minus 2, right? Therefore, minus 2 is a what? Anyone you have to say? Minus 2 is a local minimum value, right? Therefore, the local minimum value is local minimum value is what? Minus 2. Now we have to pass on to x is equal to minus 1. Right? What is your second order derivative you found? F double dash of x equal to 6x. F double dash of 1 equal to 6 into, sorry, minus 1, no, x value. 6 into minus 1 minus 6 less than 0. If the second order derivative is less than 0, what? The point is local maxima. The point x is equal to minus 1 is local maxima. Local maxima. If you said local maxima means you can find only local maximum value. How to find local maximum value? You have to substitute x value in given function, right? X is equal to minus 1 in f of x equal to x cube minus 3x. Now, f of minus 1 equal to minus 1 the whole power 3 minus 3 into minus 1. Minus 1 the odd integer minus 1 plus 3 which is equal to 2. Therefore, the local maximum value, the local maximum value is 2. Again, I repeat, children, you have to listen carefully, right? So you feel it is tough. Once if you understood, it is easy for you, right? Again, I repeat, you have to listen carefully. For your purpose, again and again, I am repeating, right? You have to be attentive and listen carefully, children. See, f of x equal to x cube minus 3x. You are differentiating 3x square minus 3. The next step, you are equating with 0. You arrived the solution of x as plus or minus 1. That we call it as critical points. Then you found second order derivative. That is your 6x. You have to substitute the x value in the second order derivative. The second order derivative only will decide the point is local maxima or local minima. Substitute x is equal to 1 in the second order derivative. If the second order derivative is greater than 0, the point is local minima. Then local minimum value means the same x you have to substitute in the given function. You arrived minus 2. So local minimum value is minus 2. The next point, I said you may get x value as 1 or 2 or 3. So x is equal to minus 1. F double dash of x equal to 6x. When you substitute f double dash of x, you arrived negative less than 0, local maxima. Second order derivative greater than 0, local minima. Second order derivative less than 0, local maxima. The x value you have to substitute in the given function, you arrive local maximum value. Now I am going to move to the third subdivision, right? What is the third subdivision? You see, you have to listen carefully, children. Third subdivision, what it is? Third subdivision is f of x. Here h of x is given, right? H of x equal to what it is given, based on that you write. H of x equal to sin x minus, sin x plus cos x, right? H of x equal to sin x plus cos x. First step, what do you want to do? Yeah, very good. H dash of x, you are differentiating. What is the derivative of sin x? Cos x. What is the derivative of cos x? Minus sin x. Right. Here, the interval is given as what? 0 to pi by 2. The interval is given as 0 to pi by 2. 0 less than x less than pi by 2. That means what? Already I discussed this. X belongs to open interval 0 comma pi by 2. X belongs to open interval 0 comma pi by 2. Now the next step you have to equate with 0. The derivative equal to 0. Then cos x minus sin x equal to 0, which implies cos x equal to sin x. When the two trigonometry functions are equal, at what angle the trigonometry functions are equal? Anyone? Yeah, very good. 45 degree. Or you can write like this also. Sin x divided by cos x equal to 1, which implies tan x equal to 1. Then what is the value of x? X is equal to pi by 4. Here your pi by 4 is a critical point. You have to check whether the pi by 4 is exists in the interval or not. Whether it exists in the interval, children? Yeah, it exists. It belongs to 0 comma pi by 2. It belongs to 0 comma pi by 2. That means what is your critical point here? X is equal to pi by 4 is a critical point, right? X is equal to pi by 4 is a critical point. Now, the next step, what do you want to do? You want to do the second order derivative. You want to do the second order derivative. Using the second order derivative only, you can say whether it is local maxima or local minima. Right? Second order derivative. That is h double dash of x equal to. What is your h dash of x? First order derivative h dash of x equal to cos x minus sin x, right? Cos x minus sin x. Second order derivative. What is the derivative of cos x minus sin x? What is the derivative of sin x? Cos x. Now you want to substitute the critical point in the second order derivative. The second order derivative only decide the point whether it is a local maxima or minima, right? At x is equal to pi by 4, h double dash of pi by 4 equal to minus sin pi by 4 minus cos pi by 4, right? Now, minus you should take it as common, right? Sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2. Here the denominators are same, so you are going to add the numerator 2 by root 2, which is equal to minus root 2 less than 0. The second order derivative is less than 0 means what is your conclusion? I said. What is your conclusion? The point is local maxima, right? X is equal to pi by 4. It's a it, sorry, it is a critical point. I said no. That point is a local maxima, right? The point is therefore the point is local maxima. Local maxima. Or you can write x is equal to pi by 4 is a point of is a point of local maxima, right? X is equal to pi by 4 is a point of local maxima. You want to find the local maximum value. Substitute x is equal to pi by 4 in h of x equal to sin x plus cos x. You have to substitute the critical point in the given function that it gives you local maximum value, right? H of pi by 4 equal to sin pi by 4 plus cos pi by 4. You know the value, right? 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2, which is equal to 2 by root 2, which is equal to root 2. What is the local maximum value for this function? Anyone? Yeah, very good. Therefore, the local maximum value local local maximum value is root 2, right? I hope you people understood. Again, I'm going to explain. You have to listen carefully, children. See, your given function is what? H of x equal to sin x. Sorry, children. H of x equal to sin x plus cos x. Here the interval is given as 0, less than x, less than pi by 2. That means x belongs to open interval 0, comma pi by 2. You are differentiating sin x, cos x minus sin x. Then you are equating with 0. You arrived cos x equal to sin x. The trigonometry functions are equal at 45 degree, right? Or you can write like this: sin x by cos x equal to 1, tan x equal to 1, therefore x is equal to pi by 4. Check whether the point is exist in the interval or not. It exists. That point we call it as critical point. Then the next step, you found the second order derivative of the function, that is minus sin x minus cos x. Then you substitute the critical point in the second order derivative. The second order derivative only will decide local maxima or local minima. If you arrive negative, that is local maxima. Then you substitute the critical point in the given function, it will give you local maximum value. Local maximum value. I hope you people understood. I am going to recap. First step, you want to differentiate. Second step, you want to equate with 0. Third step, you want to find the second order derivative. Then the critical point you have to substitute in the second order derivative. If it is negative, less than 0, local maximum. If it is greater than 0, second order derivative greater than 0 means local minimum. Then you substitute the critical point in the function. It will give you local maximum value or local minimum value, right? Based on your second order derivative. Thank you, children.